scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This taken around the 11. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Nick snap on first and 10. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. I had a defender draped all over him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. They get 22 yards there. Good for a Denver first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Nix, now to throw it here on first down. He's going to look for the home run ball. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ended up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. It'll get forward to about the 42. Juan Thornhill up from his secondary spot to make the play.
Third and 6.
Nix from the gun on third down. He'll try to run for it. And Nix with the wise move there at the end, sliding to a stop, but he's got the first down.
It's a gain of 8.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
First down throw for Nix. Got a man left side. It's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Denver.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Point after try forthcoming. He knocks it through. The Broncos come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready. They'll begin here on the ground. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
Room to run past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Steelers. Good looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That's back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The extra point is up and through. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They'll return this from the 11. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. We are through one. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
Now, a second down throw for Nix. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That is caught! A big-time play for the Broncos. 53 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On first down, here's Nix to throw. That's caught by Harvey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
On second down, it's Nix. Flush to his right. That is caught to the goal line and in. R.J. Harvey. Touchdown, Broncos.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Austin now to return this. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, shot. Bronco 80.
They'll look to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
It is 3rd and long.
Deputy! Deputy Lions!
Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Back to throw is Nix. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. RPO, quick throw. There's Sutton. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
Second down. Nix. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A 3rd touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Austin now to return this. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. That's caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Two incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Hey, shot, go! Bombers.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. In trouble, and down he goes.
He has to do a better job identifying where the pressure is coming from, Mike, before the ball is snapped. He's got to get this ball out of his hand, to his outlet, to his hot receiver. But then once he senses the pressure, he kind of panics, and it's an easy sack, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Broncos bringing out their punter. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man downfield is Freiermuth. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Ready. Here we go, shot. 60 Eagles. Panther 11. 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Deputy Lions.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go. Let go.
Back to the air once more on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock. And they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Point after, coming up here. He gets it to go, and the Steelers go up by 7, 28-21.
Broncos 21.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First down here at their own 27-yard line.
Tapping. Hold on a second. Ready. Away.
Knicks now on 1st and 10. Now he'll air one out. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
Now faking the give. Intercepted. Picked off by John A. Barron. Yeah. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Quarter set to commence, and we're back underway here on EA Sports. This taken around the 11. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
He'll get this out to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the 1st down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
He'll try the right side with Harvey. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Broncos.
First down. It's a gain of 20. First down, Broncos.
Bombers.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And he'll take it on in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Austin now to return this. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Bronco 80.
Now a run on first down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and 8.
Let's go now. 18. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Let's go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 52 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Drive starts on the ground, and this is Harvey. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line.
Brings up second and 8.
From the 41, it's second and 1. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down. is taken down inside the opponent's 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Quick throw here is complete. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 30 yards.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
They're called in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. And the Broncos will tie things up all even at 35. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Hey, give me a D. Give me the E. Give me an A. Give me an M. And give me the ring. Give me the lock. Give me the rock. And give me the key. There's only me. Wait till it. Wait till it. Wait till it. Give me a D.
Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
2nd and 10.
Stephanie! 70 Timberwolves! 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He works free, right side. And he will score again. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
His kick is good. Makes the score Steelers 42, Broncos 35.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield.
At their own 46-yard line.
Bombers. Oh, my son! Ready? Ready? Captain. Olay!
Nix, now to throw it here on 1st down. Moving left. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
From the gun, that is a run with Harvey. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. So, back and forth they go as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Forced out wide. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. Back to throw is Nix. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on 1st down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
Second down. Nix. That's swung out to Harvey. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal.
This has been a really good drive so far. But what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
That one's broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Not recovery. Excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
You can feel them starting to press a little bit, especially with this passing game. They find themselves so close to the end zone, they got to get it over the goal line. You got to be a little bit more accurate. You got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. And right now, the timing, the spacing, it's just not matching up.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he's in. Cole Kmet, touchdown Broncos. His 4th TD grab of the season. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball.
That ties the game at 42.
All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Ready?
It's first down, and they'll run. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
That's a heck of a run right here, Mike. Tie game, fourth quarter. Everything's on the line. Can you win in the trenches? Can the threat of that run continue to balance off the pass? And that's a big gain there as they try to go take this lead.
So from the 39, they come up on first and 10.
18 Cardinal.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
On the jump. Here we go. Gravity Lions.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
1918.
They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. This is intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The RPO, that one is complete. He's going to have a first down. Good game, but there is a flag down, and this could very well be coming back. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. They'll begin on the ground with Harvey, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now, a second down throw for Nix. That's caught by Harvey. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. We'll try to run here with Harvey. Ooh. They get 15 on that game. First down, Broncos.
In today's game, Mike, we're so used to seeing everyone go for quarterback sneak in this situation. 3rd and inches, just let your quarterback kind of barrel forward and get a fresh set of downs. But a nice change up here, giving the ball to your back. Not only does he pick up the first down, but he gets plenty of yards after that.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to the left. Now he'll run. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. That's a good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2-minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down,
that ball intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
This is 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Ready.
Here's 2nd down.
Back.
Back to throw. A hit as he threw. The pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 7, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to air one out for Metcalf.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Great job down there to hold them to a short return.
At their own 34-yard line.
Oh my God! Captain, 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 captain. Ready. My name is...
Knicks now on 1st and 10. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
On 2nd down, it's Knicks. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
18 yards. 1st down, Denver.
Working out of the gun, it's Knicks. He'll go right and find his running back, and they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
Now a timeout called. Let's see, you're looking at a long field goal drive from here. This might be one final heave to the end zone. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll run here. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. So now out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to win the game. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. So now a big spot coming here. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play.
Time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' this platinum every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the